It was a long day as members of the NFAC started at Baxter Square, made their way down here to Jefferson Square Park, and then went back up towards 12th and Jefferson. We were there as they were gathering and getting ready for a long day, but then things changed. It was a long day as members of the NFAC started at Baxter Square, made their way down here to Jefferson Square Park, and then went back up towards 12th and Jefferson. We were there as they were gathering and getting ready for a long day, but then things changed. People ducking behind cars, medics running to help. We watched two people get taken away in an ambulance after getting shot.
Media, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'all damn self running around telling that bullshit ass story. Here's what happened. One of them that's out because it was hot. It was hot. He passed out. He had an old style shotgun. You know them old school joints that don't have a safety? And it hit the ground. And the buckshot went into the cement. And the cement split into shrapnel. One person got hit in the leg. One dude got hit right here in the shoulder. Another girl got hit in the arm. That's it. Nobody got shot. God damn, y'all waiting to elevate some bullshit, and the media didn't have no time running around the world with that shit. Breaking news, the BBC, Fox News, and y'all eating the see, I told you, ooh. But here's the crazy part. They don't tell y'all what actually happened and how it got responded to. Anybody who was out there, y'all saw what happened. Let me help y'all out. Let me teach you something about the NFAC. First of all, everybody who showed up got to sign one of these. This is a waiver and a release of liability and indemnation and so forth in case you shoot some goddamn body of your own carelessness. You've already signed something that lets you know that we don't play that shit, that we're going to put you through a safety check. And once you've gotten through the safety check, then you'll be certified to participate in our formation. The people where the shooting, or what you want to call it, the discharge happened, they were waiting for us to inspect their weapons. And here's the crazy part. I think we had done about 500 people so far, and I personally was doing the inspections. And the inspections involved addressing everything that people brought up about the last formation. So we made you show us your weapon. We made us show us that it was on safe. It made you show us that you had plates in your body armor. Made you show us that if you had a pistol or sidearm, that it was on safe and that it was secured in your holster. Made you look at us so we could gauge whether or not you was too nervous to be out there. We put 25 some people out right there on the spot and said, no. People were showing up with all kinds of shit. We was like, where did you get this motherfucker? Some dude even showed up with a goddamn rusty ass 6-shooter. The old school, you know, one of them joints. We like, Pops, come on, Pops. People came with all kinds of shit, and we checked everything, but they was out there sweating, y'all. I'm telling you, they was standing in the blazing ass sun, and people was wiping their heads, and it was only a matter of time. So we was trying to get through them, but we didn't get to the people in the back. And bro passed out, dropped the shotgun. Shotgun went off. Fortunately, it hit the cement and it flew up. Now here's how let me tell you how the media done lied. The media said, oh, they were rushed to the hospital. No, we asked that they go be checked out. There's a whole lot of shit they didn't show y'all. They didn't show y'all when I came back up on the scene and me and the lead commander for the police got together and we established some yellow tape to back everybody out, but we still preparing for the march. It wasn't that serious. 2 of the people that got hit came back and swore in with us. That's how hurt they was. And then, oh, bro, he sent a video from the hospital like, yo, Jay, I'm good, man. Just got a little something in my shoulder. That's it. We didn't get to fighting with nobody. Didn't nobody confront us. We were doing safety checks. So don't come at us with that. We didn't know what the doing. 3,500 people and one person passed out and dropped their weapon and all of a sudden y'all acting like, no. We're not going to do that. Let me finish. So let me break it down to you because they act like, and I saw a headline where they lied. They said, gun march dissolves into gunfire. What the you talking about? This shit happened before the march, before we went down the street, before we gave the speech, before we was escorted. Y'all shut the with all that bullshit. And all y'all out there who ran out there and jumped on that dumb shit talking about, see, I told you. Your ass still ain't did shit. You ain't marched down no street with a weapon. You ain't went to defend shit. There's still crime in your goddamn neighborhood, black on black going down right now, white on white, everything. You ain't done nothing but run your mouth, and then you gonna get online and talk shit, and you still ain't gonna do nothing. At the end of the motherfucking day, NFAC is all you got right now that's willing to go toe to toe with these motherfuckers. And y'all done seen us come up on in the news reporter telling you we having conversations with these motherfuckers. What are you more interested in? Justice for Breonna Taylor or your fragile ass, punk ass ego? Just in case y'all missed it, if you noticed, I have not posted the live of the event. Why? Because I was shocked. I'm going to tell y'all why I was shocked. Because I knew some things that y'all didn't. And I operated in those. And I watched y'all act a complete ass. Israel. And I came back down this motherfucker. I'm looking at y'all like, really? I thought y'all was down for the movement. I thought y'all was all in like y'all say. Everybody talking about I'm going to be at the next one and all that bullshit. Come on, people. This ain't no game. Don't you really think these motherfuckers got your best interest at heart? Okay, let me help you out. So, I've seen some of the headlines, and I've seen everything from we confronted the white supremacists, didn't happen. Everything to it was a shootout. It was a shootout. Okay. We didn't accomplish anything. It was the most beautiful thing you ever saw in your life. That was probably I almost came to tears. If y'all could have saw us, black on black on black, lined up for blocks. The whole city came out and showed us, Louisville, y'all got me for life. Them people came out there and showed us love. The people in the project, we started in the hood. The projects came out. That's what I'm talking about. This is after the shooting, you assholes. And we coming down the street and they got everything shut down. Yeah, it was a couple of movements that tried to walk with us like BLM and all them, but they got told, no, y'all got to back let them do what they doing. Yeah, they had people out there trying to threaten us on the roof looking like snipers, but I'm going to tell y'all something. I told you, I knew things y'all didn't. Every time somebody threatened us, my people, what did we do? We got in an attack position, and I walked over to the police and said, you see the bro on the roof, right? And he like, we got him. We already handling it. Okay, y'all got it. Yeah, you sure y'all got it? You can ask any of them that was out there. They were like, we got it. And then we walked back. Hey, everybody up, let's walk. They got this. That's how we was working together to make sure that nothing happened. Then when we got down to the courthouse with the whole formation, they ain't show y'all that. And the media was all over that shit. They ain't show y'all that. There was one news reporter even said, I can't believe mainstream media is ignoring this shit that's going down right here. And she was broadcasting locally. So don't give me that bullshit. You wasn't there. You still ain't been there. This ain't the first time we did this. We did this at Stone Mountain. Okay, you got caught by surprise. Y'all knew this one was coming. So don't sit here after the fact and be a couch critic talking about, ooh, you ain't did shit. And I'm going to keep saying it. Prove me wrong. It was beautiful. And we had some positive outcomes. 25 minutes after, y'all so busy talking about the shootout, a lot of y'all don't know what happened after we were done. A lot of y'all so focused on with the information that the white media fed. The white media ran with that shit so quick. They was all over it. Oh, it's been a massive shootout. Somebody had some bullshit where they said, I read one that I just cracked up. It said NFFC engages BLM backed up by the 3%ers. When the fuck you ever known BLM to fight anybody? I'm done. So I came out in the judge robe tonight because I'm going to put y'all in the jury box. And when I get done, I want y'all to either pass a verdict of guilty or not guilty. Okay? Guilty or not guilty. And I'm going to tell you who the defendant is and when I unpack the case. So I bring y'all, people who've been to Facts Over Feelings, y'all know when I break out the robe, we about to dig in it. So let me start. First thing I want to cover in this case is I want to break down the timeline. See, everything that happened according to a plan. Nothing was made up. Even if shit went wrong, there was still a plan. And the plan now I can share with you went a little something like this. At 9 a.m., the police started blocking off the streets in downtown Louisville in preparation for us and for whoever was supposed to show up. I don't know who was supposed to show up. I didn't care who was going to show up because I was the person that was having the event. So anyone who came against us is a problem. And they agreed to that. The city agreed to that. The police agreed to that. The legislature agreed to that. So they would protect the same way they brought the KKK up in D.C. and everybody had 15,000 mothers came and all this shit. The same way they protected them, they had to protect us. We didn't need no protection, but that's the way they was going to do it. So we was going to be straight. They put a barrier around the whole thing that if you crossed that barrier, your ass went to jail. You know them 5 arrests y'all heard about? It wasn't none of us that got arrested. It was that crossed the barrier. They didn't even play that shit. They was like, oh, these motherfuckers not playing. Grab your ass. We didn't have no worries like that. We didn't have no encounters because no one could get to us. The only people could be there was regular from Louisville and, protesters who was already in the park. That's it. There weren't no random walking around. We had already talked about that, y'all. Y'all ever heard the saying, there's no need to think? It's already been thought out for you. We thought of everything. We in chess, y'all. God damn it. Stop coming to me with these checker thoughts. So anyway, they got out there and started blocking shit out about 9 o'clock. Around 10 o'clock, watch this. Watch how the media done lied to you. About 10 o'clock, these 3%ers showed up. It was about maybe 20, 30 of them. And they was somewhere in a garage or some shit. We just heard about it. That was at 10 o'clock. By the time we got there, they were gone. So stop believing them lies. Oh, they had a confrontation. For real? No, we didn't. Not all, but since we the black militia, let's throw some dirt on their ass. Because see, they don't talk about the other militias when they come out. They all on us. They waiting for something to go wrong. They won't lift up the fact that we made history. We're at Stone Mountain, making history right here again with more of us, bigger. You should have seen the dude in the chopper. He said, damn, this shit is huge. They won't show y'all how big we shut down blocks of bodies. Okay? It won't just, here's a couple of blocks. No, it was blocks of bodies. If you was there, you would know that. The people of Louisville know. Because they was amazed. They said, we never seen no shit like this before. And even if you was a felon and couldn't carry a weapon, we had a whole section of felons. We brought the boys out too. These brothers been locked down, came home, and then they standing here with some bros. That's why they hate on this shit, because this is about black people. Most of the people who got negative shit to say or who buying into it, they're either white people, another race, or you one of these negroids that hang out with them and got that mentality that rather than lift up what your brothers and sisters was out there doing, you got to find something to hate on because your ass is a coward, because your ass is weak. We're trying to get some shit done. Y'all niggas is messy like some bitches. Now, at around 10:30 that morning, the LMPD, they had to move some of these counter protesters back because we was about to come through. But see, y'all didn't know we had a plan. We didn't just form up and go down there. The city gave us a park to stage in to do our safety checks. That's what it was for. So that you couldn't be down there because we knew what was down the street. We started checking these people and they kept coming. It was a huge crowd. Then some protesters pulled up and they saw this shit. We was out there we was registering people, giving them their proper armbands, verifying your ID, making you sign this waiver right here that I told y'all about, making sure you was good to go. Then you got sent over to weapons check. And weapons check is where the guy passed out. No one got shot. The guy passed out. Finger wasn't on no goddamn trigger. Stop spreading that goddamn lie. You weren't there. The guy with the heat got to him. Matter of fact, several people passed out. Some of them passed out while we were coming down Jefferson. It was hot out there, y'all. I mean, it was hot. It was like 90-some out there. And we out there with all that shit on, walking straight down in a city. We wasn't in the woods. Cats, everybody ain't built like that. And to all of the other elements that contributed, from some of the other, you heard me shout them out. I don't mind shouting out who I rock with. Okay, I got to shout out the Huey Newton Gun Club. I got to shout out the New Black Panthers. I got to shout out the Black Riders. I got to shout out all them folks that was out there with us, standing tall. I'm going to tell y'all, let me give y'all an imagery of some shit you didn't see. There was a scene that was so powerful. Sisters, y'all would love this. You see, there's an old saying that the greatest of you shall be the last and the least shall become the greatest. So what I did was when we marched us down to the courthouse, instead of making everybody go in a circle, I just turned everybody around. So now whoever was in the back of the formation became the front. And it was a sister. And she was standing there and I went up to her and I said, "Little sister." And she had all these sisters. So all you saw was sisters. And all the imagery of that and all the brothers behind them with the heat. You should have seen the looks on motherfuckers' faces. Now they trying to take this from y'all. They don't want y'all to know this shit. We was on one motherfucking accord. They don't want y'all to see when we said turn to somebody that you don't even know and tell them you love them and hug on them, black people. And they did it. It wasn't just the formation. It was people in the park. It was people across the street. It was people who was 3 blocks down watching. It was people behind the courthouse. It was everybody. They don't want y'all to see that shit. They want y'all to focus on some bullshit that happened before we even started. Like that's all the fuck we did. Really? Tell the whole story. And then, about 11 o'clock, the LMPD put up the barricades to block the streets. Okay? They started, you couldn't even bring your car in. See, don't listen to all this bullshit. You couldn't even drive in there. They shut down the whole downtown for us, y'all. They mean it was no man's land. You got caught in there, you went to jail. Because we had told them, we talked with the police. And we told them if they come at us, we're going to take that shit as an attack. And they was cool with that. And when they saw how many of us it was, bro, they was cool with us. Ask anybody who was out there. When the incident happened with the discharge on the ground, because the dude passed out, when the police came, they didn't come in like, everybody go on the ground. They ain't do no shit like that. Them motherfuckers walked in, hey, Major Gregory said, we working with y'all. What's cracking? I walked right up to him. Look, this is what we got, situation. Da-da-da-da-da. Take the statements and shit. We got shit to do. They was like, cool, we'll wrap this up. Y'all go ahead. Y'all wasn't out there. Shot. Stupid damn, y'all I dream in the desert. Anyway, so then around about noon, all of our people started to assemble. And it grew. It grew massive. Y'all had to be there. Y'all had to be there. When I see headlines like 3 rushed to the hospital after reported gunshots at Nfac militia staging area. There was no shots. Your mother shot that close, it wouldn't be 3 rushed to the hospital. It would have been 3 killed. They were standing in a goddamn formation to be checked. Anybody who's ever been in a formation and had inspection, know you stand. No. Really? No. Hit the mother street. And the shit flew up. Hit motherfucker in the cheek. That's it. They act, look, I'm fine. I don't want to go anywhere. Bro, go to the hospital and get checked out. And they came back and got sworn in with us. If anybody seen us getting sworn in who was out there saw us, we swore in all at the same time. About 1 o'clock. A gunshot got reported in the staging area. That was at 1 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, we were getting ready to leave. It was time to go do the business. It was time for us to go down the street and see all these reports. I told y'all about being scary. All these reports about, ooh, they down there waiting on y'all. Ooh, we got one on the side over here. Ooh. Y'all don't realize how tight we were screening shit. That's why I keep telling y'all, if you really believe that came up and started shooting, we had incidents during that time before that. They're not telling y'all everything. We had cats that, listen, we got reports that 2 undercover cops was in the formation. Anybody was there, tell you, y'all saw what we did. We pulled my around them like, yo, bro, who is you? Where you come from, bro? Let me see some ID, man. Take all that bullshit off. Who are you, white? No, bro. We was on it like that. So don't let them try to act like we was doing. We learned our lesson from the last. That's why it didn't stop us. It was cleaned up that quick. The people came back. One dude just went to the hospital, had a little something in his show. Man shot in chest. This is not your chest. Stop lying on us and tell the truth about yourself. Anyway, so then around 1:30, we pulled off. We got everybody in the street, got this shit formed up beautiful. It went for blocks. The people was waiting. The city was waiting. Ain't nobody think about that shit that just happened. They won't tell y'all that. And then we went down the hood. We went through Louisville. Y'all know we went straight through the hood and stopped to talk to the hood people. We didn't just pass through their neighborhood. See, we did our homework before we got there. We know they trying to gentrify that neighborhood. That's the neighborhood where all the bullshit came out of. Y'all seen the video? If you haven't, you gonna see it. We're gonna post the whole video. What you thought? Now I wanted to see what y'all was gonna do. Because some of y'all some ungrateful motherfuckers claim that you NFAC and you down for the movement and you want to come and this is what's happening. There's some bullshit like that. You gonna let somebody just passing out, dropping their shotgun on the ground, derail a whole movement. Oh, Lord have mercy. You know, it's written that somewhere in the book it says that they will sing your praises on Monday and then crucify you on Sunday. I said I'm going to show you how touching this was to the city and how what they're blowing out of proportion does not characterize what we did. The city treated us like visiting royalty, but the people came out, showed them love. I had a man who was in his 80s come up to me and say, I thought I was going to leave this world without ever seeing what he saw today. But what probably touched me the most, and I'm going to share this with y'all. See, this is the kind of shit, you wasn't there. You wasn't there. Listen, first of all, I'm not even going to jump on the fact that you weren't there. I'm not going to jump on the fact that you could have came, all you gun experts, but you didn't. You see your life flash in front of your eyes, and you thought, I got a kid. I can't go there and get killed. Right, but these people did too, and they still came. And you're not going to take away from them what they did, because one passed out and dropped his weapon. Let me see you come stand your ass out in 97-degree heat with all that shit on for 2 hours. And you know you don't work out. You've been in the house on quarantine. Sweat was pouring off of people. We were soaked. And that's before we even got doing what we was doing. But this is probably what touched me the most. I had this delivered to me. And Louisville, y'all showed me a lot of love. Y'all showed us a lot of love. We thank y'all for it. You know, we there for all eyes on Bree. And that's what we came for, okay? 2 things y'all got to know. I got this bag right here. And it was given to me by somebody. I don't know, so many people, but they said, somebody told us, make sure you get this. And I got the bag, and I looked at the front of the bag, and there was some writing on it. And the bag says, to GrandMaster Jay. And I could tell whoever wrote it, they were learning how to write. And so I go like, oh, this is cute. So I looked in the bag. When I looked in the bag, and I'm not going to cry on the air, y'all seen enough of that. First thing I found in the bag was a toy. He gave me a toy. So I go like, why did the kid give me Hot Wheels? And then I looked at what it was. It was a Star Wars toy. And I'm like, what he said? He watches Facts Over Feelings. He watches The Morning Mental. A kid who went out and bought me what he thought I liked. Wait, and I'm not done. Also in the bag, he sent me these pictures of his family. And when I looked at it, I said, well, there's mom, and she's got, wow, she got 4 girls. No, are all of these her kids? The mom look young too, right? So I'm thinking this mom and all of these are the daughters. So I'm like, oh, this is a little queen. This is not a little dude. So what's missing in this picture, y'all? There's no man. And I realized, oh, what's going on here? So I looked in the bag again, and there was a note. And I opened the note, and I don't know if y'all can see this, but this is how well we did, and they won't tell y'all. It says, and this is kids writing, so y'all bear with me. Thank you for all that you're doing. May Allah protect you. Love. They meant the word the rough, R-U-F-F, the rough family. The child watches this, knows enough about, gets the message to buy me a toy that matches. Because you keep forgetting, you people, this is not just about guns. This is about saving our community and the future of our community. And if I can reach the children, I'm doing more than a good deal of you when it comes to saving our community. On top of, they didn't show y'all that either when I said I give my life. Now, last but not least, the child in her bag somehow, this ends up in the bag. And I got to read to you what it says. It says, Nfac, July 25th, 2020, Louisville, Kentucky, marching for justice for Breonna Taylor. This is a gift bag put together by the good people and the good children of Louisville because they were so happy to see some brothers and sisters come out because something had been done to a sister. Nobody was focusing on the fact that, yes, there was a terrible incident that happened that morning. But here we are now in the afternoon and the evening, and we have moved on and done great things for this community, if nothing more than inspire them. By 2 p.m., we had the people chanting Breonna Taylor's name, all eyes on Bree. By 4:45, we had turned to leave, and we went back down to the park where we started. And when we got there, it was so many people showing love. It was all love out there. And we gets back and we broke up and everything was beautiful. Not going to talk about the after party. You know how it go, not the hotel lobby. You know how it go. And when they said, we family, we could always come back. And then to see y'all turn around and take this little bullshit story and blow it up and then try to, because you're looking for a reason to attack something that you're either jealous of, too afraid to do yourself, or afraid of the fact that it'll expose you for what the you really are. Don't come at the NFAC with that bullshit. What we did was the biggest armed black march this country and the world has ever seen. And accidents do happen. And just like the police chief said, I said the same thing. It could have been a lot worse. And as the leader of the NFAC, it happened on my watch. Even though I took every safety precaution we could out there, shit still happens because I can't control who the sun makes pass out holding a loaded weapon. But we responded beautifully to all the medics that was already, we had our own medics on the scene. They came and complimented us. We had our own people on the scene. But we didn't start shooting everybody because we didn't know where the gunshots came from. So y'all stop spreading these ass lies about us. And here's how it goes. It doesn't stop us. Here's what y'all don't know. We left at 4:45. I want y'all to listen. Matter of fact, you know what I got to do? I got to take a break. I'm going to take the break because I got to tell y'all what they don't want y'all to know. What happened after that, within an hour. You have to understand the lineup, how events happen. They told you, oh yeah, there was a gun, there was a shooting. There was a shooting, huh? What happened after that? Where the people at? Who got shot? Why nobody ain't got arrested? Why? Y'all supposed to be the brightest in the room. You know what? Right now, y'all ain't being too bright. But I got something to drop on y'all. I'm going to be back for the second half of Crucify You in the Morning. The story of the NFAC, Louisville, GrandMaster Jay.